Hey, I'm live. So let me see if I'm gonna wait a little while to see if anybody starts coming on before I start talking. Hey, is anybody coming on? I can't tell if I'm actually live or not. Oh yeah, I'm live. Okay, there's a couple of people on here. Hey, is that Florinda? Is that Florinda? I can't tell. Hello, there's some people on here. So I'll go ahead and I'll get started. So good evening, everybody. I wanted to jump on here this evening and talk. One, because it's been a while since I came on here and did a video. And two, because I wanted to share a conversation that I had with a friend. And she was talking to me about, different things that was going on with her and her children's father. And she was sharing some situations with me. And it reminded me, which was very ironic because, I just did that video on co-parenting. And that's actually what she was talking. That's why she was talking to me about it, because we were talking about that. And so she started sharing some stuff with me, and it made me think about, it made me go back to my experience as when I was going through the whole thing with co-parenting. And I shared with her how one thing that God showed me after many trials and error in the process of co-parenting, one of the things that God showed me, or God told me, was I had to realize and understand that I could not make anybody do anything that they did not want to do. And so I wanted to come on here and kind of elaborate with what I meant by that when saying that when you're going through situations, when you're dealing with the other parent of your children, one thing that started helping me move on from the situation, one thing that started helping my stress level go down, I wasn't as aggravated often, was when I just started accepting the fact that all I could control was myself. I had no control of what was going on with my children and what was going on with other people when my children were with them. And I also went on, we were talking about it, and I was telling her too, and it's just something that I wanted to encourage to the single moms that are out there. Y'all know the main scripture that I talk about is Psalms 34:14. Turn away from evil, search after peace, and work. Maintain at keeping your peace. And as a single mom, that is something that I struggled with. There was so many times when my life was things that was going on in my life that kept me from being able to feel like I was at peace. So part of the main reason that I'm even doing these videos is in hopes to help single moms have a more peaceful walk while they're going through, the different things that we go through as a single mom. But back to what I was talking about the whole thing, I was explaining to her that once I came to understand and accept the fact that I could do all the screaming, all the yelling, all of the fussing, all of the complaining, I could do all of that. But if it was not in a person to do or be what you're thinking they should be, they're not going to do it. And it's the same with parenting. We might feel as a parent, we might feel that the other parent should have a certain commitment to being a parent. We might feel like there should be some allegiance still to you as the other parent. And that's something else, that I want to encourage y'all. You also have to come to a place to where you understand the fact that if you are no longer with someone, their allegiance is no longer to you. And it shouldn't be. The allegiance for both of y'all should be to your children. And so with that being said, sometimes it's hard for us to let go of the idea that that we feel like the other parent should have a certain amount of maybe respect. And the respect should be there between the two parents. You want to pray that y'all do have that with each other, at least the fact that you respect each other. But so many times when parents separate, they have to go through these different seasons of trying to readjust and to reevaluate and trying to come to a place of peace in their relationship. And along the way, you do find yourself where the two of you are not showing each other much respect. But again, back to what I'm saying, you cannot make a person or a parent a child if it is not in them to do so. You can make yourself, or you can tell yourself that you have it in you to make this person be the type of person you want them to be, act a certain way you want them to act, respond the way you want them to respond. And I just want to encourage you to start thinking start realizing that you do not have the power to do that. And when you start focusing more on controlling your own actions, your own responses, the way you react and the way you behave to certain situations when it comes to having to co-parent, I guarantee you will find yourself at a more peaceful place in your relationship with the other parent. And you will find yourself in a more peaceful place in general. Because once you allow God to start coming in and working on you, and then, one thing I also encourage you is to pray. Pray for the other parent. Pray that y'all are able to come to a place in y'all's relationship to where y'all are able to be healthy with each other, so that y'all are healthy for the children. Because again, that's what's most important. But I also, we also talked about the idea of when the other parent starts seeing someone else. We all know when that happens, that tends to really throw us in a whirlwind. That tends to really make us kind of lose our minds when we think that the other person has gone on, or the other person is seeing someone else. And so for whatever reason, that normally can tend to kind of make the situation, make it even more heated, make you even more angry. And I was talking to her and I was trying to tell her, don't allow that to be another reason to make you not be who you are. I don't know if it seems for some of us that when the other person goes on and they find someone else and it seems and it appears that they're happy, for whatever reason, we tend to kind of the other parent wants to take that on and make it seem like it makes them less as a person, or it is some kind of dig to you because that person has gone on with their life. And I just want to encourage you that that's not the case at all. That is not the case at all. You are still the same great person that you were prior to all of whatever has gone on with this person. And just because, things didn't work out with that person, just because you and that person weren't great together, that doesn't mean that you are not still a great person. Just because you and that person weren't winning together doesn't mean that you still not going to win in your life, because that is not the case. We want to try to turn this into a competition thing with you and the other person that your child's parent is now seeing or that they're involved with, and don't allow yourself to go there. Don't allow that to be something that just adds to the pressure and the stress of y'all's relationship. You still be who you are. You still be the confident person that you know that you can be. You are still wonderfully and beautifully and wonderfully made in Christ Jesus. Nothing has changed as far as the promises that God has for you. If this person or your child's parent goes on with their life, they start getting involved with someone else, and again, it starts looking like what they have going on is going good, then you don't focus on that. You focus on making yourself better. You focus on the things that you can control in your home, with your relationship with your children. Those are the things that you want to take it. Those are the things that you want to make priority in your life. Don't feed into the negativity of feeling like someone is doing better than you, or someone is moving forward in life and you still feel like you're stuck. You're only as stuck as the mentality that you allow yourself to be stuck. You have very much control to move on from bad relationships. You have very much control to move on from hurt. You have the control to move on and move forward in your life. It is up to you to not let the situation that's going on or your relationship with the other person to keep you stunned and to stop you from moving forward. I'm saying that from experience. I wasted a lot of years a lot of years. And part of the reason I'm doing these videos again is because I want to encourage single moms to not do that. Don't waste your time on things that really don't matter, because you cannot get that time back. I thank God. God redeemed my time in many areas of my life. God has blessed me in many ways, but it took a lot of years for me to get there. It took a lot of trial, a lot of error, a lot of frustration, a lot of aggravation. And I realize now that I had more control in that situation and the way I responded to things. I had a lot more control than I realized I did. And so I just wanted to come on here and encourage you ladies that if you are finding yourself in a situation with this other parent that is causing you to not be able to be in peace, be at peace with your life, take control of what you can control, and that is you. Take control of how you react. Take control of what you think. And I encourage you to get into prayer and start praying and asking God to change the way you feel about situations, to help y'all's relationship and to help build you and move you forward so that you can get to where God is trying to take you. Okay? I also want to tell you guys, I also want to send a shout out to my sister Kim. She sent me a gift today. Well, I didn't get it today. I got it the other day, but she sent me some things to also help with my videos. She sent me one of these little fancy, I think it's called a ring light ring or something. And she sent me a tripod and some other stuff. So shout out to my beautiful sister. Well, all my sisters are beautiful. But anyway, that's all. I love you guys. Y'all be blessed. Bye.